All right, last time we talked about finding meaning in an evolutionary worldview. Again, this is just coming from my stupid perspective. This is just how I've kind of wrestled with all the blocks over the years to try and bring some kind of sanity to my own mind so I can get myself out of bed in the morning and do something positive, right? So this isn't necessarily truth coming from me, right? So on the other side of the spectrum, let's say Christianity. We're just going to use that one as an example because it's kind of middle of the road. Maybe you're in a cult. Maybe you're in some weird-ass wacky religion. I don't know. I don't care. Let's just say you are some kind of believer in God, afterlife, following the Holy Scriptures, something along the lines of Christianity, right? So the thing with having a spiritual goal is that life gets pretty easy as far as the big picture because you just do what God says, of doing something that is meaningful, not only for this world, but for the next world. And that's the priority, is for the next world. So the benefit of that is it sets your goals high, right? Because we're seeing this mechanism of setting a goal. Whether you're programming a GPS into your car, or you're in the military and they're having objectives and goals, or whether you're in a business setting goals, or whether you're just trying to get off your ass and get more healthy setting goals. Like this whole goal setting mechanism, it just works. And now the smaller you can set those goals, the more you can get traction and momentum and positivity and get them done. Great, I'm going to clean my room over the next 3 months. I'm going to figure that out. Great, you can get a lot of positivity from that. Or I have found the answers to the universe. It's this salvation. It's from these scriptures. It's this big, holy, spiritual, sent from God message. Great. That's a giant goal that has a lot more meaning because it's a much farther, more powerful goal, and therefore you can pull a lot more authority from it, right? The pitfall that I've seen in Christianity and religions in general, this isn't a problem that I've seen with the Bible or with the scriptures or even with the teachers or whatever, or with God or anything like that. It's a form of laziness that creeps into the people. And so the people will tend to, sometimes, you might see this in your family, kind of outsource some responsibility off of themselves and on to God. Oh, you know what? I'm going to give that to God, and I'm going to give that to God, and I'm going to give that to God. You're like, hey, Mom, I'm calling from the side of the freeway. My car broke down. I need some help. I'll pray for you. I'll give it to God. I'm going back to bed. Thanks a lot. And so people will kind of use that as an excuse of, I'm not going to work on my demons. I'm not going to work on these things that are confusing and scary and demonic to me. Though that's darkness, no land. I'm not responsible for that. I don't need to do that. Now, the scriptures themselves are warning not to fall into that kind of laziness, that you gotta work the fields, that the rain falls on the just and the unjust, and the earth is cursed, and you gotta work every day, and you gotta fight the Philistines and the bears, and you can't just say you have faith, you actually have to put in the action. So the Bible itself is speaking against that kind of behavior, but that is something that a lot of people in the religious world tend to kind of slip into, is I can outsource my demons to God. Just like a lot of atheists will kind of go, why the hell should I get out of bed in the morning? So what's kind of funny, if you were to, and I narrow this down, the kind of meaning in life for a religious person is to kind of grow and then be able to give. So it still comes down to the same road of growing and giving in some kind of a capacity. Which is why we see, whether you're a religious person, that growing and giving just fills you with the Holy Spirit, fills you with high energy, fills you with meaning when you're growing and giving. And then even the atheist, when you're growing and giving, you are again, your body is filled with positive energy.